Hello, and thank you for joining me today on this episode of Venus Retrograde in Leo 2023. Venus is the planet of money, romance, pleasure, self esteem, aesthetics, and core values, guiding the way you give and receive love. This planet will station retrograde on July 22nd at 28 degrees in the fiery sign of Leo, where it will reorient our hearts until it pivots direct on September 3rd at 12 degrees Leo. This retrograde motion is really an illusion caused by the different speeds at which the planets orbit the Sun. Venus undergo an underworld journey roughly every 18 months for about 40 days. When this happens, be prepared to experience a bit of summertime sadness. However, Venus in retrograde encourages us to prioritize introspection and revision around relationships, pleasure, money, and beauty. Also worth noting, the house of your birth chart, Venus is cruising backward through while it retrogrades in Leo. For example, if Leo rules your first house of self, this retrograde will nudge you to reassess your sense of self and your personal brand and how you project yourself out there. That is simply because the first house sits opposite the seventh house of partnership, and remember, the two houses are on the same axis, functioning like two sides of the same coin. You may also need to think about how you are showing up in relationships and how others are showing up for you. Leo tends to be self-focused and self-possessed. Remember, Leo is ruled by the sun and acts like a spotlight. After all, when you know yourself, you also know what you are worthy of and what you want to tolerate. Venus, however, will allow you to experience a form of love you may not have known existed. And as you make the decision to give yourself exactly what you deserve, you are lining yourself up for the people and opportunities that exist on the same frequency as your heart. Venus retrograde is an opportunity to reconnect with our internal muse and tap back into the inspiration, pleasure, and creative energies that have been inside us all along. If there was one word to describe your Venus retrograde story, Leo, it would be self-love. This is a process of becoming a more refined version of you, but be patient with yourself as raw diamonds take time to polish. Another example is when Cancer is your first house. Venus retrograde is here to remind you that you are enough. You are enough, Cancer. As the planet of love retrogrades through your second house of money and self-worth, you may be looking back to situations that not appreciate you or compensate you the way you deserve. You may feel like all your hard work has been reduced or downright stolen from you. Basically, now is your chance to allow your heart some say when it comes to earning, as it could ultimately lead you down an even more successful path. The retrograde is here to reframe your understanding of what you bring to the table, because no one can do what you do. Cancer, to come out successful from this retrograde, you will have to create a budget you stick to. You might use this time to work on how you attract or rebuild the income you deserve. Relationships with friends and family may be a little strained, as these are Venus-ruled areas of your chart. Who will be experiencing the planet's shift? Technically, everyone, but there are select members of the zodiac that can expect more intensity when it comes to Venus movement. Those are with Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio prominent in their chart may feel the effect more strongly. Remember, people from our past will return in the form of old flames and lovers, some wanting to stay, but most of them for closure. Disruption and breakups are more likely in relationships that were already damaged and headed that way. Rest assured that retrograde Venus might be the push you need toward a better future. And since Venus also happens to rule money, do expect finances to be up and down this summer. Dramatic and shocking fluctuation of the stock market and the cryptocurrency exchanges is highly expected, especially during the retrograde season. In fact, Venus will square Uranus on August the 9th. Impulsiveness makes you fun to be around but can play havoc with your love life and savings. For singles, it's all about putting your previous relationship to rest and seeing what else is out there for you. And for pairs, it's all about moving onward and upward. At the end, I would like you to take note of the dates when Venus will retrograde in Leo for about 40 days, as the trend will be the same or similar to previous retrograde and where Leo falls on your natal chart. Venus retrograde in Leo happened 8 years ago in 2015 from July 31st till September 6th. Now, in 2023, Venus will retrograde from July 22nd till September 4th. 8 years from now, in 2031, Venus will retrograde in Leo from July 20th to September 1st. And in 2039, Venus will retrograde again in Leo from July 18th till August 30th. And in 2047, Venus will retrograde in Leo from July 15th till August 28th. Remember, Venus retrograde cycle in the same sign, as in this case now it's in Leo, it's an 8-year cycle. And this cycle will happen every 8 years until July the 2nd of 2095. You will experience the same pattern as what happened in 2015. And once again, depending on which house Leo is in your natal chart. Finally, I would like to thank you all for tuning in, watching, subscribing, commenting, and liking. Thank you very much. You're very much appreciated. And we hope this video has clarified the energy of this astrological event. So please feel free to share your experience of Venus retrograde in your own natal chart and how it affected you in the comment section below. Thanks again, stay blessed, and see you soon in the next one.